In this video, I'm going to be talking about how to get more views and more subscribers using the power of YouTube playlists. But hey, if you're brand new here, my name is Sean, and my passion is to help you build your influence, income, and impact with online video. And here on Think Media, it's all about the best tips and tools for building your influence with online video. And today, it's more of the tips. This is a strategy video, and I'm super excited to be hanging out. Now, this video will go a little bit longer if you're on the rebroadcast. The training itself is a little bit more of a deep dive. Here on Think Media, we do a lot of, 5 to 10 minute videos, but the training is going to be about 25 minutes. And then there's also going to be more Q&A on the topic. So if you're just joining, super pumped to connect and answer some of your questions about growing YouTube and about the topic today. Vanity, good to see you. Sherry, future vlogger. Emma, great to see you guys. Pumped that you're here and excited to get into the content today. What we're talking about, if you're here, can you smash the like button? Trying out some new gear, so I hope it looks good. And you can even check out this right here. A little bit of a different angle for you to sort of see the setup of the gear that we have going. But I'm super pumped to get into the content today. So let's do it. Our topic is how to use playlists to get more views on your YouTube channel. We're going to dive into some slides. And then, as I said, we'll get into the Q&A as well in a bit. And so thanks for being here, and let's dive into it. So how to use playlists to get more views on YouTube. When I was promoting this broadcast, I was talking about how powerful these are and how they're really actually one of the most underutilized features that I've seen when it comes to people using YouTube, and they're missing out on huge opportunity. But hey, if we're just meeting, my passion is to help you build your influence with video. And if you could, sharing is caring, right? And so maybe you know somebody who's trying to grow their influence on YouTube, get more views, make a greater impact. Can you spread the word about this broadcast so that they could hang out with us today as well? And on your favorite platform, maybe with the buttons below the YouTube video today. Our mission today is to get into this training. Then I've got a free download for you, actually, and we could do some Q&A as well at the end. And so let's first of all, we're talking why YouTube. I mean, obviously you're here on YouTube, you want to grow your influence with YouTube. So I think you're already bought into YouTube, but I just want to share a couple stats with you that are pretty amazing. The first one is that Susan, the CEO of YouTube, recently announced that they have 1.5 million users that are actually logged in. This is people with like Gmail accounts that are logged into their account. So the monthly viewership is much larger than that, but that's the people who are logged in. And of those people are watching over an hour a day on mobile devices. So there's a lot of YouTube content that is being consumed lately. And the platform is very healthy. It's expanding. It's growing. We'll talk about some things. Some people are experiencing even a dip in viewership. I'm noticing some different trends like that. But the punchline here is, even if you're maybe discouraged with your YouTube results right now, there's so much opportunity, especially if you get very, very strategic to tap into this massive viewership that's happening on YouTube. Listen to this. Every minute of the day, here's the stat over here, and these other stats are crazy too. YouTube users watch 4.1, I don't know the rest of the number, over 4.1 million videos per day. Over 4.1 million videos are watched by people per day on YouTube. That's opportunity for you. That's opportunity for me. If you were discouraged, like, is there an audience? Is there anybody that is out there? There's people out there. The key is you just have to reach them. And in this training, we're going to share a cool way to do that. But I thought that some of these stats were amazing. So why YouTube? Because YouTube is on fire, friends. YouTube's crushing. And so we got to be on it. We got to be using it. But why playlists? Why playlists? Why do a dedicated video about playlists? Here's why. Playlists will help your videos rank, increase your channel authority, and trigger growth. They will. And here's the fact. On YouTube, minutes matter most. Say that out loud. I don't know whether you're watching live or on the rebroadcast, or wherever you are, the person next to you is like, what are you talking about? But say it out loud. Minutes matter most, because that's a fact. Right now, the algorithm, YouTube, what they want the most is minutes. And you might say, well, Sean, how can you prove that? I'll show you. So here's a screenshot from a while ago of Think Media. And you notice the top 3 analytics here that YouTube serves you on your homepage of your analytics. You know, the first one's the lowest one in the tier is subscribers. So subscribers are important, but lately, you know, it's not as important. It doesn't necessarily, just because you have subscribers these days, doesn't actually mean you're going to get views. Very interesting. Second is actually views. And you would think most people, you'd say, well, what matters most to YouTube? A lot of people would think, well, it's views. Views matters most. But that's not true, because think about it. If you watch a view for 1 second, but it was clickbait and you leave, YouTube's like, well, that wasn't anything of substance. That wasn't real depth. Someone just popped on the video, watched the first 3 seconds and was like, this is a trick, and just left. But what matters most? Minutes. Minutes matter most. And that's why your top stat is your watch time, is your minutes. So if you can get more minutes of watch time, you can increase how much your videos are showing up in search, how much your videos are showing up in suggested videos, and YouTube is going to increase your channel authority, and you're going to experience that exponential growth. And check this out. If you go to your analytics homepage and you are just by default, what you're going to see is also your watch time minutes and your average view duration. And so the longer people watch your videos, the better. And right by default, it's set to your videos. So on my videos, my average view duration across the whole channel is 3 minutes and 28 seconds. So that's not that great. It's also not terrible. That's pretty average for YouTube in general. But check this out. If you go up to this little drop-down window and you switch this over to playlists, watch what happens. So we flip that to playlists. Now look at the average time in a playlist, 6 minutes and 17 seconds. What the what? That is double the watch time, friends. That is crazy. So if I'm only getting 3 minutes and 30 seconds when people land on a video and watch a video, but if I can be creating playlists, curating playlists, and sharing playlists, I can double my watch time. Well, that's going to have massive upside effect on my channel authority and the impact of my channel, because minutes matter most, right? So it doubles your watch time. You're saying, why playlists? This is definitely why. And not only that, when you do these right, it's going to influence the 2 most powerful forces on YouTube, and that is YouTube search and suggested videos. And so this screenshot from the traffic on Think Media TV shows that 71% of all of the views, all the traffic on Think Media TV isn't coming because I posted an Instagram photo and put a link in my bio. It isn't coming because I, sent out even an email or did something externally. It's coming because of tapping into the power of the machine of YouTube, and more than ever lately, that's YouTube search. And even more than that, it's really related videos and suggested videos. If you can really get your videos to show up in related and suggested, you will start experiencing massive growth in your views and ultimately driving the goals of your brand online, whatever it is you're trying to build. So playlists are powerful, and I want to encourage you to not ignore playlists. And what I notice is that that's what most people do. Most people just kind of are like, what are they for? I don't know. And they're kind of either don't use them or not really using them right. So in this video, we're going to talk about how to really get results and use them right. Here's some of the benefits of playlists. Playlists can rank. So that's kind of interesting. By the way, it might be worth defining like what is a playlist. And so a playlist here on Think Media is, if I'm on, here's the home page of the channel. You go videos. If you cut over to playlists, you've got all the different playlists here. These playlists can rank. So just like someone could search for maybe best cheap microphones and find this video, they can also find potentially a whole playlist to rank in search. So that's a powerful opportunity. And secondly, they build authority. They build the authority of your videos. So that means when you have a video about a certain topic and you reinforce that video by categorizing it in a playlist, it builds the authority of that video in Google's eyes. It can, they see more of what it is really about, more of how it's positioned. And if it's good content, it could be distributed more in suggested videos. Very powerful. They also, you can use them on your homepage. Practically, even besides growth, playlists are the foundation of how you organize your homepage. So YouTube Tips is here on the homepage of Think Media. The NAB series that we did this year, YouTube tips, let's see, equipment to start your YouTube channel. These are playlists, and the way that these are categorized, the way that these are organized, that's how you set up your homepage. So there's even a strategy into how you want people to consume your content, how you would want people to, discover your content, what videos you'd want them to watch first, what order. You can do that with playlists on the homepage of your channel. And number 4, they help you show up in your own suggested videos. This is huge because lately it has been harder than ever to actually show up in your own suggested videos. So what happened is you used to always have, I think, a few spots that were devoted to your channel, and they would always be your videos. YouTube took that away, and now it's kind of the Wild West. And sometimes you might not be showing up in any of your own suggested videos. But what you want to do is hack to get there so that when someone starts with some of your content, here's one of your strategies. This would be worth writing down if you're taking notes. You want to create bingeable content, bingeable series, and then you want people to kind of fall into that ecosphere. It takes time to do it, but once they do, right, now it's like they don't just watch one video, but there's part of a series. They watch multiple videos, your whole channel rises, and then YouTube goes, wow, there's activity, there's stuff happening here. Let's make it rise even more by suggesting the content in the videos, in your own videos and other people's videos, etc. Number 5, the Google YouTube machine loves playlists. So my friend Daryl Eves, great YouTube expert, YouTube certified, let me know about this tip, and that is this: that playlists also can serve your homepage, your channel, the people watching your videos. They also sometimes people can click on the playlist tab and discover playlists. But one of the main reasons you actually want to create them is not even for human beings. You want to create them for the Google and YouTube machine, because it's a signal. It's categorizing your videos. It's helping them with best practices, video SEO, video search engine optimization. And the machine loves them, and we're going to talk about that more later. So there's another reason to do them, not even just to share them with people. And you can also embed playlists on your websites and blogs. So if you have a blog, you don't have to just embed a video. You can embed an entire playlist. And then same thing, the series idea. Maybe someone on your blog post, they click play on the video, and then one video plays, and then it'll just go to the next video after that. And so playlists are very, very powerful. Guys, just want to check in, see if you can hear me good. And we're going to do Q&A in just a bit. Daisy says, what does embed mean? So embed means you can get an embed code. And if you went to someone's blog, if you've ever gone to a blog or a website and you're reading some text and then there's like a video and you're reading some more text, that video is embedded on the blog, which is also a good part of a YouTube strategy, to be linking to it. Having kind of like backlinks from websites and blogs to your videos. Awesome. Okay, so let's keep going here. We're talking about playlists, and we will do some Q&A in a bit. So let's create a playlist. Let's just kind of explain how you could create one really quick here. Is using this example. So we released a video on video influencers about how to make a viral video with Bryce Jergy. This is a great video, great strategy. It's actually a must-watch video. I'll throw this on the YouTube card later at this moment, so you can check this out later, and I'll put it in the description later as well. So this video, how to make a viral video, these blue tags over here using vidIQ help show where the video ranks, so that's awesome. But after this video came out, the next step would be, to come up with a good title. Hopefully the video ranks, do all the things that are necessary to get that happening. And then you want to use the same ranking best practices that you use for videos when you create a playlist. So the playlist I created was, the video was how to make a viral video and get press and media attention. The playlist was how to make a viral video on YouTube, viral marketing strategies. And so what you want to do is you want to have that solid title. You want that description with keywords that support the videos and the topics, so that that's communicating with Google and the YouTube machine. And then the way that you add videos inside of, if you want to create your own playlist, is you go to your Creator Studio, create a playlist, and then you can just click this button and add videos. You can just pick them out of your library. You could add them from other people's channels. You could just, post a link in there or whatever. But that's how you add videos. And this resource, I mentioned a free download for you. And so we're not going to go too much into the details of like optimizing your videos and, titles, description, and filling all this stuff out. That's not what this training is actually about. So I wanted to let you know about this resource. We just updated this. So at tubechecklist.com, and there's a link in the description. You can grab this later. It is a free download of the 17 things I do when I upload a video. It just kind of walks through everything. And so if you go to tubechecklist.com, and just enter your email, that way we can send that to you, that resource. It's a PDF, and sometimes people print it out or just save it on your phone. So that way, every time you upload a video, you can just access that. So that's the free download. And that'll explain more of what I was just talking about, using these principles, titles, tags, as well as a few other things when you're uploading your videos. That'll help them get more views, more subscribers, things like that. So that's at tubechecklist.com, and that's also on the YouTube card and in the description. So now you've created that playlist, and just to maybe show a little bit more, you could go to playlists here, and if we go into the actual playlist, here's where you add videos. You could add, paste a URL, or just do a video search. Just type in videos will come up, or just pull from actually your library of videos and add those on there. You can also rearrange them really easy. You can change the thumbnail. You can make like this, the YouTube, the playlist thumbnail. You can add and edit notes, which could be powerful. You move the videos around. You could add your description right here, and things like that. So very powerful. But the power tip here is then what you want to do is you want to share the video in a playlist, not the standalone video link. So you really catch this to really activate the power of playlists. So what it would look like is, now that this video has come out with Bryce, rather than sharing the YouTube link to this video, which would be, here's the URL up here, it would go to about this G. Like after this and is the playlist information. That's just the YouTube link, and that would just play the video. But here's the thing. If you put the video in a playlist and then you click on the video and you share the actual playlist link, like on social media, you get this video watch page, but it also gives you the playlist over here on the right side. On mobile, it looks a little bit different, but this influences major things. Number one, when a YouTube video normally ends, a bunch of videos pop up and they're recommended, and they might not be your videos. But if you share a video in a playlist, it'll autoplay the next video, keeping people on your content. That's why your watch time is higher. Makes sense? Furthermore, when you share the video in the playlist, you're also going to influence showing up in your own suggested videos over here as well, because of that video being in a playlist. So it's very powerful. So here's a couple playlist strategies. I promised, 5 tips on playlists, how to use them to get more views and things like that. So here's my 5 kind of big tips for getting results with playlists, and then we'll jump into some Q&A. So the first one is to be thinking in video series instead of solo videos. So it's kind of a mindset shift. So rather than thinking about one video at a time for your YouTube channel, be thinking about clusters of videos. And then that there kind of even then weaves in a whole playlist strategy. So you sort of have a video strategy that you should be doing, as well as a playlist strategy. Got it? And so video series are greater than solo videos. If you create a video and it just stands alone and it doesn't have other videos even to be suggested, ask yourself that question. Is there other relevant videos on your channel in groups that could be suggested together? That's going to kind of create, again, bingeable mini series of videos on your YouTube channel, right? So think in video series, not just solo videos. Second thing is YouTube sees a new playlist as a new piece of content on your channel. Whew, game changer. Let's go. Come on, Think Media. So here's what this means. And lately, there was a recent algorithm update from Matt Gillian, and he shared some tips. And from their research, they discovered this, that the new minimum of the amount of videos you should post on YouTube a week for maximum effectiveness in the algorithm, assuming it's quality content, is 3 to 5 videos. And 3 videos a week is the new minimum. Now, here's the thing. That's not even something that, like, video influencers isn't necessarily always doing that. Think Media isn't doing that. We're still growing. Things are still working. So don't be like overwhelmed or discouraged. You're like, geez, I can barely get one done. But here's the good news. let's say you're like, okay, I really need to move up my amount of uploads per week. Well, I have one staple YouTube video I put out a week. You could also do, say, a live stream. And so now there's 2 videos a week because that'll be archived. But then what you could also do is create a playlist. And that sounds funny, but in YouTube's eyes, a new playlist, although different from a video, is a new piece of content in the same way as posting a new video. YouTube says this channel was active. There was an upload on Tuesday. There was a new playlist on Wednesday. So the discipline of creating strategic playlists on a regular basis can really help that frequency and consistency in YouTube's eyes. Got it? Very powerful. Number 3, create at least one new playlist a week. So that's the tip, is to be thinking about one new playlist. Now you might be thinking like, Sean, how could I do that? Well, over time, this is something like, to do any of these things, you can't really do it from day one because you do need videos. Like, you need to be putting out videos. But once you have some videos, think about this. This one is networking tips for success and growing your business and brand. And this one is how to grow your business with online video. So they're kind of similar, but they're 2 different playlists. And this one only has 3 videos and this has 7. And those videos overlap. So why this video is kind of like all about networking, and I have some collaboration videos in there, some interviews. By the way, this is some stuff from other people's channels that is in my playlist. And then this one is just like particularly related videos to growing a business with online videos. So just an email list, how to network, an interview with Grant Cardone about how to use YouTube to grow your business and your brand. So if I didn't post a new video that week, I might be able to re-go through my content and make an intentional, strategic, solid playlist even without creating new videos. Does that make sense? So once you kind of have a library of content, once a week, you could just organize that in different strategic ways, really to tap into the power of playlists. Number 4, if relevant, include other people's videos in your playlists, and that can boost your session time. Quick explanation of session time. 2 things that YouTube wants, because minutes matter most. YouTube wants people watching your videos for as long as possible. 10 minutes on your channel is good, 20 minutes on your channel is better. But the second thing that YouTube loves is actually if you start a session and someone spends 10 minutes on your channel, but then 2 hours on YouTube, but you started the session, YouTube loves you. You still get a little bit of favor from session time. So if you create a playlist, maybe yours is the first video in the playlist, and there's like great content that maybe is on brand, maybe people you collaborate with, maybe just a few other videos on the topic, or maybe it's like your video and then somebody else's content adds a little bit more to the topic, and then it's another one of your videos and someone watches all of it. Well, number one, if they're watching it in your playlist, you get another layer of authority. But if they just watch a session of content that you started, so meaning if you tweet out a link and somebody comes and watches your video but then stays on YouTube for 2 hours, a portion of that is really credited to you. So you don't just want minutes matter most on your own content. You want to be initiating sessions on YouTube, and then people can watch whatever they want, but you brought them there. That makes sense. You're kind of like a recruiter for YouTube, you know? Like they love you because they brought you. Maybe someone's trying to get like someone a club promoter, and they're out there like handing out cards trying to get you to come to the club. And they pay those people because they want people to be coming to their club to fill it up. YouTube wants you to be bringing people to YouTube, not just to watch your stuff, but also to just be on YouTube, because that means more advertising dollars for them, etc. But it also means more channel authority for you, more upside and showing up in suggested videos and things like that. And then number 5, promote your playlists on social media. So you can, of course, organize them and then put them out there. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, send a link to your email list and get your playlists out, knowing that when someone starts with a video in a playlist, you're already getting more watch time, more minutes than when they don't do it. And so it's just a best practice that can, even if you did nothing else and you didn't really even change your content or start creating more stuff, but you just started tapping into the power of playlists, you can experience some great results. So if you want to research this deeper, definitely check out Video Influencers playlist page, and you could see, you could just kind of reverse engineer some of the things that we're doing. And then you could check out the Think Media playlist examples too, just to kind of look around and see some of those things. And then also if you like training like this is part of a YouTube strategy series that we're doing here on Think Media with kind of these longer form trainings. And so I'll link that up on the YouTube card as well as to the series in the description. And maybe later you want to check out some deep dive trainings like this for growth hacking strategies for YouTube. Definitely check that out. Well, I'm super pumped to be getting into Q&A. Heather on my team has been grabbing your questions. Let me see if I can actually find them, and we can jump into some of your questions. And thank you so much for being here today. And we'll keep crushing. Super chat, thank you so much, Justin. Appreciate you. And Justin asks, I've had solid growth that's been growing for several months, as high as 150 to 200 a day, but it dropped to 100 a day and even as low as 50 a day. Should I be worried? You shouldn't be worried, but it's good you're paying attention. One thing that I would like to say is that, Justin, that's the fact you know that is great, and everybody watching could learn. Be paying attention to your analytics. One of the master skills of, mastering social media, mastering marketing, not just YouTube in the day and age that we're living in, is studying and using analytics. And so always be, studying your analytics, and you're doing that, Justin. And so also, in answer to your question, should you be worried? You should be assertive. Now you should be intentional. So if you you're noticing the downward trend, be thinking about how you can hack back on. So much is about the YouTube algorithm lately, and learning how the algorithm works. And we're going to actually be talking about that. Justin's a part of our private Facebook group, and so we'll be getting you some content related to that. But yeah, I would just be taking action, just experimenting with maybe some new content, going back to the basics of what works. Go to your top 10 videos. Everybody should do this. Go to your top 10 videos of all time. Go to, videos, and go to most popular, and then study what your most popular videos are, and even consider like remaking them, updating them, some things like that. So that's definitely what I would recommend. And definitely tap into the power of playlists, Justin. Appreciate you. All right, questions. By the way, thanks so much for the super chat, Data Savvy TV. Super chat gets your question pushed to the top. And so if you want to make sure you get your question answered, then definitely super chat. We'll get that, and we'll also get to some other questions about playlists. Data Savvy TV says, hi, Sean, Heather, and Jen. When creating a series of playlists, do you want to mention it's a series on each video, or is that optional? Vanessa, thanks so much for the question. I don't think you need to say that it's a series. Two options. I think you could just categorize them, organize them, but there also is a whole strategy of saying it is a series. And the best example of that for me was a very intentional series we did on smartphone accessories. I wonder if I can find it. Let's actually just type in like smart phone. I have a lot of playlists, as you can see. So smartphone accessories kicks it off. So here's one video, and this is actually a good case study because this video is like an entry point into the whole. You see this? So someone types in smartphone accessories, my video ranks number 1. Someone could start watching this video, but then what they can do is they can actually get access to the playlist, which is called Best Smartphone Accessories, Microphone Tripods, and Smartphone Lenses. And it's a 9-video playlist so far. And because I reverse engineered the whole series before I ever press record on a first video, at the end of every video, it's like, hey, like, subscribe. And by the way, if you want to check out other videos in this smartphone gear guide or smartphone accessories series, link in the description below and also on the YouTube card. So both is fine. It's a great question, but when possible, be thinking. That's why video series are more powerful than solo videos these days, because you create like a link wheel of traffic, of views. They're all entry points to each other. Someone could find this video and then find the playlist and watch a lot more content. Someone might enter over here and then watch another video just because it's in suggested, and then eventually make it to the playlist and watch even more. Makes sense? So you want to create like this snowball effect of views and traffic. Handcrafted cards. Can you put too many videos in a playlist? Yes, in the sense of not necessarily to YouTube, in YouTube's eyes, but mainly because human beings, might be like, this is overwhelming. I mean, think about it. If you go there, even 9 is a lot, but I think 10 is probably, it depends. It depends on the strategy. At NAB, we did 25 videos this year at a tech show. And that series, so there's 25 videos in the playlist. But less is more because you don't want people to be overwhelmed. It's kind of like, if you stand at the bottom of a mountain, you're 10 miles away, you're like, oh, that thing's so small. You get to the foot of the mountain, you're like, geez, this is massive. And maybe you just give up. So you don't want to overwhelm people. The other thing is stacking relevancy is important. You don't want to have your meal prep playlist and it's all about how to meal prep chicken and meal prep for like weight loss. And then the next video is on essential oils. Now, maybe there's a reason to do that, but you also want to stack relevancy within the playlist because also if YouTube's confused, then the machine is not going to really reward you. It's going to be like, this is just garbage playlist. And that's my theory on how the algorithm works. But I believe that would make sense because you want playlists should be categorizing on topic or at least similarly related and relevant videos so that same categorization do you like that word? So that same, association can be attributed to related videos and suggested videos. By the way, if you want to get your question answered, thanks for the super chats. You could do super chat. Zach, hey, thank you. Zach Tech Reviews, just a super chat we did a hangout last night, just testing out this stream with the new gear. I wanted to make sure that it worked. This gear right here. This is a Panasonic GH5. Little mini tripod, continuous power, HDMI, goes to a Blackmagic intensity capture card, USB mic. It's a pretty cool setup. Let me know how it looks in the live chat or if you're watching on the replay in the comments. But if you're curious about all the list of gear, I kind of duct taped, not really duct tape, I kind of assembled a whole bunch of mini pieces to build this out like this. And so I put a link to kit.com in the description ways down to this whole setup. All right. Couple more questions about playlists, and I think these will add value to really getting the maximum strategy and impact out of these. Science Theory says, how about how to schedule a playlist? If I produce one video a week, what's a good schedule? I mean, the same topic of one video a week after another, one video about the topic every month, etc. Yeah, I think you could do it any way you want, Science Theory. If possible, one video a week and one playlist a week. You could also make playlists at times that are curated from other people's content. I mean, it's just another signal. It's another source of watch time for some of the videos on your channel. Maybe group together one of your videos with a couple other people's videos. This especially makes sense if you're doing collaborations, like you're associated with other people. Maybe you're doing interviews or collabs. And be thinking about building this up over time. Because, it does take patience. It helps if you have a big library of videos, because eventually, in 6 months, you'll eventually have a lot of playlists to DJ into different playlists that you create. And so I think that the strategy could go any way. But one way, like let's say it was a smartphone accessories playlist idea. Maybe I only do one a month, but then by the end of the year, there's 10 videos in the playlist. Does that make sense? I make a smartphone accessories playlist. I think about that series strategically. I map out different videos that could go in it. And then one a month, I keep adding to that playlist. And then eventually I make a playlist that's just about smartphone tripods because I've done 3 of those over 10 months. And that's like just a smartphone's tripod playlist. They're all related. And that's a reason why some of those would make sense in another playlist. Carolina's Creations Handmade, thank you for the super chat, says, hey, Sean, I'm a crafty channel, and I started growing up to 800 subs in 3 weeks. Congrats. Crushing it. That's awesome. Super inspiring. But they are not my targeted geographic area. Is that bad? How do I get the algorithm to promote my channel in the U.S.? Thank you. That's interesting. What targeted geographic area are they in? I don't think that's bad. I think that it is what is. I don't maybe know enough about your channel. Like, I'm assuming you're speaking English, and that's going to help. Maybe the topics, and maybe the topics could be attracting people from like a different region or a different country. But number one, I don't think it's bad. And then how do you get the algorithm to promote your channel in the US? I mean, I think create content for US viewers, which is not necessarily something that's that special. I think a lot of the world is interested in a lot of the same content. But, furthermore, you could strategically, so you're handmade, they're mostly in India and those regions. you could strategically try to collaborate with, thanks for the answer. You could collaborate with, or like one thing I learned from my friend Roberto Blake, for instance, was as soon as the Microsoft Surface tablet came out, he kind of does tech stuff as well. He did a video all about it, and I believe he was at a tech show when he did it. And somebody else, I think, already had a video out on it. And because of his timing of creating the video and the way he titled it and tagged it, he got into the suggested videos around that other topic. So in the handmade niche, I might look at what some of the top videos are and make not copy videos, but related videos to them that maybe expand on a different dimension of what they do. So I'm making this up, but if someone's like how to make a pillow, and then yours was like, how to repair a pillow, and it needs to probably be more maybe strategic than that, but that's the concept. So then this popular how to make a pillow video could hacked right and shared and optimized right, tags, titles, and all those types of things. That video could then begin showing up in related search, and that might be a US audience that's watching that video, especially around US topics, if that makes sense. Another practical idea, 4th of July video, Memorial Day video, or something like that, and thinking about whatever holidays are actually specifically US holidays, that's going to attract a US audience. That kind of thinking is definitely what I would do. And I mentioned tags and things like that, and so I definitely grab this Carolina at tubechecklist.com, and that'll help getting your videos optimized right for crushing it with playlist and getting US viewers. Okay. Data Savvy TV. When you're creating a video series in a playlist, do you want to mention that the video is in a series? We answered that one. Moo Bim. What type of playlist is good for a small gaming channel? I mean, so much, and it's not my space, but there's a lot you could do, meaning categories of just certain games, Easter eggs of just certain games. So if you were doing like GTA 5, well, that's like one type of thing, but maybe it's just plane crashes in GTA 5. Makes sense? So you could go like so deep in any topic. You could also go like best, 2D games, or like 2D game walkthroughs, like just different, just categories. You're categorizing things, whereas if somebody was interested in weird, deaths in GTA 5, then they could just keep watching videos on that topic, and then maybe you include other people's videos on that topic, or something in Overwatch or whatever. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just kind of throwing stuff out there. Handcrafted cards. I have a craft channel. Thanks so much for the super chat. I have a craft channel, so most of my videos are on the same subject, card making, etc. How do I make different playlists even though they are the same? Kind of the same way. I would think, what if you do a holiday inspired playlist? So all the cards that you make around holidays. So Christmas is a playlist, but then, Valentine's Day is a different playlist. You could do one of like an accessories, all the glue and the beads or whatever, and that's like all the different things you could potentially buy. And I hope you're doing affiliate marketing, and that could be a related to affiliate marketing series. And if you're not, we could link that up too on the YouTube card, and I'll throw that in the description, a playlist training on affiliate marketing. And then so that would be the biggest thing. You kind of got to get creative. And I would also, probably my recommendation to you would be check out video influencers, playlists, and Think Media. Obviously, it's a different niche, but I think maybe the thinking, you can absorb some of that. Aldo Relaxing Guitar says, any thoughts on the best use of allowing ads on your videos if they will be in a playlist? So, I think we just talked about this on a Video Influencers live stream. It was always this thought where, YouTube's in it to make money. So if you don't monetize your videos, does that hurt you? And the answer has always been no from YouTube and from people that I talk to. But you never know, because it does make sense. I think there's the two things that I just say about ads is when you're just starting, I actually recommend not really turning on ads on your YouTube channel. I don't think that it does hurt your channel, but what it can hurt is meeting somebody new. If somebody gets hit with an in-stream ad and they kind of were just lightly interested in what you're about to say, they might jump. And when you're just starting, influence is much more important than income or impact. Like until you get some influence, until you get some subscriber base, some people that care, some people that have watched a few of your videos. So just an example, I mean, it didn't hurt us on Video Influencers not to turn on YouTube ads for a year and a half, almost 2 years. And then we turned them on, and two things. One, early on too, you only make like $3 a year if you're not getting very many views. So it's also nice to build up critical mass and then eventually turn them on once things are up and running and going. And so, guys, thank you so much for being here. A couple things. One of the things that happens when we do these live streams is I could see you in the live chat, but then it goes away and you have to comment on the actual videos. And so if you could, it would mean the world to me if you came back to the video and left a comment, plus check out comments in the description. Check out all the details and show notes in the description below. And also you could grab this if you want to get some more results. You could grab this tube checklist at tubechecklist.com with 17 things that I do every time I upload a YouTube video. And that will help you get views, subscribers, get your videos ranking, suggested videos, and stack that on top of this playlist strategy. And I think you could get big, big results. One, handcrafted cards. Love Matt Tiz. Aaron, great having you here. Electric Closet. Yeezy Nation. Are live streams good? Yeah, they are good. I think Facebook Live, YouTube Live, definitely be doing them. Roscoe's Reef. Guys, thanks so much for being here. Like the video if you liked it. If you're not subscribed, definitely subscribe to the channel for more tips and tools for building your influence with online video. Show notes and everything in the description below. And I'm excited to hang out and do more live streams, especially now that this live stream setup is has me pretty encouraged. Let me know how it looks. Let me know if you like this vibe. Tell me which camera is better. Is this camera better or is this fuzzy one better? What up? Hey. Okay, getting crazy on a weekend, and so hey, thanks again for hanging out. Keep crushing it. We'll talk soon. See you in the next one. And if you can, come back and leave a comment and leave a question. Here it is. Come back to the video. It's going to take a while for it to process, so literally it might take a half hour. But come back to the video and give me an idea for a future live stream. What's a topic that you would want to hear? Question of the day. What would you like to be on a live stream? What kind of topic would you like to be covered? What's one of your challenges right now? Let me know in the comments once they come back, and I appreciate you. Thanks again, guys. Keep crushing it. We'll talk soon.